Shalom, call Halaim La Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and sincere shalom to the 144,001 third. Now, it's going to be a quick video, relatively quick video. I'm going to go into the proper understanding of the word ruddy in the scriptures, because Esau, being the devil he is trying to say ruddy means blushing red, right? Like, you know how people, when they get excited, their faces turn red, their cheeks, which is not a exclusive thing for people who necessarily have pale skin, all right, or leprosy, whatever. You can have a darker hue and still blush. That's why Esau's narrative was so weak. That's why they didn't try to push it to the forefront. But just to go into it, because King David and his son, his seed, King Solomon, were both mentioned to be ruddy. So this is 1 Samuel 16 and 12. And he sent and brought him in. Now he was ruddy and withal of a beautiful countenance and goodly to look to. And Yahweh said, Arise, anoint him, for this is he. And this is talking about David. Okay? Now let's go into that word ruddy, just so you can see it. All right? Adomi, which means, now it says right here, red ruddy of Esau as an infant. No, Esau was born with leprosy. Okay, Esau was a leper, right? So when you go into, let's get King Solomon. King Solomon is the offspring of David. King David didn't have leprosy, man. Songs of Solomon, or Song of Songs, 5 and 10. My beloved is white and ruddy, the chiefest among 10,000. Now, let's go into you got to get proper understanding. Let's start off with the word white right there, which is not talking about color. It's talking about dazzling, glowing, clear, bright. Now, let's actually get um, where it's talking about color, if you will. Genesis 30 and 35. And all right, so this is actually the color white right here. Laban, all right, or La Bahawan, if I'm pronouncing that right, which is actually talking about the color white, all right, because to have pale skin, all right, is leprosy, and we're gonna get that in a little bit. But let's go back. Songs of Songs. Going to the Strongs right there for that word ruddy. And you see how it's a different word. You see that? You see how they messed up right there? Because the other one for King David was Adomi, and this one's Adom. And then it says ruddy of a man, horse, heifer, garment, water, lentils, which is I got an image right here. So that's a heifer. This is ruddy. All right. It's not no red blushing cow. Ruddy is not a red blushing cow, which is what Esau. When Esau tries to break down ruddy, they say it's it's a pale skin. Basically, they're saying ruddy is what Esau is ruddy. The Edomites, or I should do the PC version of Esau, the so-called white man, is saying so-called white people are all ruddy. All right, pale flesh, translucent skin, where you see the red through their skin. That's what they're saying ruddy is, which is far from the truth. This is ruddy. This cow, this heifer. This is what King Solomon and King David was looking like. These two young adolescents right here, and they're probably just from the look of it, especially the guy in the background. These guys are probably Arabs, man. Ishmael, sons of Ishmael. All right, now let's go back to it. And again, King Solomon or King David are the same people. Okay, they are. I mean, not the same people. People, Salakia. They're of the same lineage. They're the same seed. King Solomon is the offspring of Beersheba and King David. So how did they come to two different? You get what I'm saying? So let's get uh, red heifer. And the Israelites as a whole, are all just different shades of brown. Okay, ruddy is just a reddish brown. You have a dark brown, a light brown, a tan type, tan, sandy. It's all brown, all right? It's all different shades of brown. That's the Israelites. We're all different shades of brown, okay? And you still see us in the west coast of Africa with the different shades of brown. They look we don't look like no fucking Sudanese or what's that other place? Somalia. All right. So this is Numbers 9 and 12, 9 and 2, 19 and 2, Numbers 19 and 2. This is the ordinance of the law which Yahweh have commanded, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel that they bring they bring thee a red heifer without spot, wherein is no blemish, and upon which never came yoke. Now let's go into the Strongs here too and get that word red, which is going in a ruddy, all right? And it says right there, a dome, all right? Red, ruddy of a man, horse, heifer, garment. So what is it? What is it talking about? Boom, right here. So this is what King Solomon was looking like, all right? Which is just further proof of who the true Israelites are. This is what King David was looking like, all right? Now let's go into one, just another scripture that just came to mind, and then I'm gonna end this off on what Esau is, a so-called white man is. All right, this is Job 30 and 30. So this is Job, who is a Judite. All right, so he's from a similar lineage. All right, he descends from Jehoiada, like King David and King Solomon. All right, and what is he saying? My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burned with heat. Now we got to get the proper context of what he means, because just because he says his skin is black, it may not actually be talking about color, right? It could be talking about something else. But that's why you have to get what the context, the proper understanding, the etymology. You can't just take the words at face value. So let's go into it. Job 30 and 30 for that word black, which is talking about to be black of skin. So Job just straight up said uh, the idea of the duskiness of early dawn to be dim or dark in color. So Job's skin was dark. All right, he was a very dark man. All right, he wasn't looking like I don't know, Chris Brown. Right, he wasn't looking like Chris Brown. He was more looking like Wesley Snipes, Michael Jordan. You understand? Which are all Jakes, all Israelites. Now let's end this off right here, so you can understand who Esau is. You see, you devils, you don't want to hear this, all right? Because you're the devil. Numbers 12 and 9. In the anger, for further understanding, Miriam and Aaron were talking trash about Moses. All right, so you can get I'm not going to read it, but that's what this is going into. If you can go on your own and read it from the top. All right, so verse 9. And the anger of Yahweh was kindled against him, and he departed. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, behold, she was leprous. So Miriam's pigmentation, her brown flesh, was stripped from her. She was looking like um, Snow White. All right. And Aaron said unto Moses, Alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us. So having that pale flesh is a sin, wherein we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned. Let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed, when he cometh out of his mother's womb. So now you understand who these Edomites are, man. Because this is what a newborn baby. When newborn babies come out, what happens? They look like Edomites from their complexion. They have because their genetics, if you will, haven't fully manifested. So they're pale, translucent, pale and red. So that's what Miriam was looking like. This and there's Esau will tell you that this is what Ruddy is right here. When this is leprosy, man. This is sin, and that's why the Edomites blasphemed the Most High. Why? How did they? What is one of the reasons why they blasphemed the Most High? They said he has leprosy, man. They said Yahushua has leprosy. The angels, the Israelites, they're all like. I even seen the Edomite say he brought up quote unquote evidence of the so-called white people being Edomites is because the Egyptians said that the Israelites were a nation of lepers. What the? That's madness, man. Because first and foremost, Moses was in Pharaoh's house. He was looking like the Egyptians, and the Israelites were mistaken for Egyptians, man. Okay, and the Egyptians were a dark skinned people too. All right, so that's it for this lesson. I don't want to run this on edifying a shalom.